a couple minutes ago and it didn't work. Um, I don't know how many people. You may want to post in the Facebook group that we're live.
Okay.
Share it into that. We're gonna do a question and answer. In my last video, I did the pumpkin tutorial thing, and I had a couple people. I've mentioned in there that hey, let me know if you want me to do a Q and A, and I had some response from that, and so everyone seemed to. I'm gonna see if I can turn on chats. Sorry, y'all. I don't really do lives, so I'm trying to just figure it out. Bear with me. See, we've got 5 people on. Thanks for 7. Thanks for joining in. So I had mentioned that.
See, I can't read that.
Hey there. Sui, is that how you say your name? So y'all bear with me. Just had surgery. McCree Family Homestead, Cindy. Hey y'all. Thank you for stopping in. If I don't see all the chats, it's because y'all are kind of sitting a little ways up for me, and I can't see all of them. Hey Amy, Sui. Okay, yes, so I got that right. Good deal. Angelina, I'm doing good. So this is obviously I'm Christy. This is Susie. Susie is she is the admin in my Facebook group. I had surgery. Susie lives in Arkansas. I had surgery on my elbow, so she came in town for about 2 weeks, and she's taking care of me while I am here. So
Trying to, but she's hard headed. She
trying
doesn't listen.
to. I'm extremely hard headed. I'm independent, so I have a really hard time accepting help. So in my last video, I posted about doing a question and answer kind of thing, and we had I had a few people that posted some questions and stuff. And if y'all have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments here. And as long as we can see them, we'll try to get to them and everything. So the first question I had was from a Kevin Martin, and it was how did I get started doing tumblers? So I got started doing tumblers back when like silhouette and Cricut and everything really became popular. I wanted a silhouette. So I started cutting vinyl and monogramming everything like us in the South like to do. We like to monogram everything and put our names on everything. So I did. And then I was in one of the silhouette crafting groups, and somebody had posted about how they had done Yeti cups were becoming popular, and they had put vinyl on a Yeti cup. Or, I mean, sorry, they had put glitter and then epoxy on a Yeti cup. And she did like this Google tutorial, and this was back when before like spinners were a thing, the turners were a thing, and we literally like had to tape the top and the bottoms off on the Yeti cups or the any kind of stainless steel tumblers. Yetis were big at the time though. And we'd glitter them, and we'd have to literally turn the cup. We'd after epoxy, we'd have to turn it every like 10 minutes for a couple of hours, and then you had to take the tape off, and it was so much work before turners became a thing. So that's how I would just glitter the stem, and then you'd seal it in with like Mod Podge and stuff. So
I don't know why your things aren't showing, but your mom says hi. Angelina says how you doing.
I'm not seeing comments, y'all.
Yeah, I don't
okay.
know why she's not
well,
seeing.
let me check. Susie's looking at it and she's seeing comments. So, live chat. I'll come. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's funny. Okay, hey Sandy, I see Sandy's on there. Fresh Prince of South Walton. Y'all should check out his channel. He does shirts and stuff. He says shark bite. He calls y'all this scar on my elbow. You can't really see it because I wanted to cover it up. So, but this thing goes from here to here, and it's got staples. And he says it's my shark bite. He says like asked if I got bit by a shark, and I was like, yeah, we'll go with that. So
Amy says, "Oh, so you're a hard-working." Yes, she is a very hard-working mama. Constantly, she wears me out trying to keep up with her.
I am. I don't slow down. I have a really hard time slowing down. Like I don't like to sit still. It's rough on me. So.
And Amy says she never asks for help either.
Yes, it's just you get to where you're independent. You don't want help. So yeah. The next question. Kevin Martin asked, "What kind of shirts do I use for sublimation?" So these shirts actually that Susie and I have on, they are Gildan shirts, and we got them from Jiffy Shirts,
Hmm.
Jiffy.com, and they were what, 65%?
65, 35.
65, 35. So 65% polyester, 35% cotton. And you want to make sure that they're the heather shirt whenever you check them out. You want the heather, and you want it to be 65% polyester, 35% cotton. You have to have the polyester so that it will sublimate good, but then you have to have the cotton portion of it so that it will bleach out, because just a polyester shirt isn't going to bleach as good as a cotton one would, and then cotton isn't going to sublimate like polyester will. So the heather colors are the best ones for that. You got anything you see right now?
No, it's just saying.
Okay. So shading of heart. She asked a few questions. She wanted to know about starting a YouTube channel. So the way I started my YouTube channel, my mom has wanted me to. Amy, I'm so glad you popped in too. My mom has been on me for a long time about starting a YouTube channel. So we're in 2022 right now. So on November 19th of 2021, November 19th of 2020, that's my mom's birthday. And so she helped me film my first ever video. I did a coffee mug with this beautiful white glitter and a sublimation image of the Hallmark it's like a Christmas cup basically. And my mom helped me video it and everything, and I posted my first ever tutorial on her birthday. And then to build my channel, I mean, I asked all my friends, my family, hey, look, go watch my videos, support me. The crafting community is amazing, and they supported me as well, and they watched my videos, and so that was very, very helpful. Shading of Heart also asked about building a customer base. Prior to YouTube, I built my customer base. It was a lot of word of mouth. I posted on my Facebook and my Instagram my Instagram page, my Facebook page, my Instagram page, all the time. I posted constantly. TikTok is now a thing. You can get a lot of traffic through TikTok. But giveaways are a great way to get people to really and I mean, you don't have to do a huge giveaway or anything. Just say, hey, look, like and share my page, and on such and such date, I'll randomly choose a winner, and I will make you a tumbler of your choice. That's how I did a lot of mine. Suey's wanting to know if I ship to Australia. I'm sorry, I do not ship to Australia. Shipping out of the U.S. is very expensive. And it's pretty difficult. Hey Pam, how are you doing? So if y'all are just tuning in, I'm a little gimped up right now. So I had elbow surgery last Thursday, so it's been a week, and they took my surgery cast off today, but they left all the staples in, so I look like I've got a zipper on the back of my arm. It's pretty nasty. But
Amy's got a long question.
Okay, here. Amy, question about conversion. I just got an Epson Workforce 7840 to sublimate with. I did all the steps, filled my ink, pulled the clear plug, and nothing. Any help with this? I can't watch any more YouTube videos. So I don't have an Epson Workforce. I have an Epson Eco Tank. Thank you, Melinda. That's so sweet. Do you have any suggestions on the Workforce at all?
The Workforce is an Eco Tank.
Is it an Eco Tank?
Yeah,
okay.
It's an Eco Tank. I had gotten an Epson. It's a small one. It's the 8.5 by 11, and I haven't even set it up yet. It's been sitting on my kitchen table for about a month now, and I haven't even set it up. So I really don't know. But uh, Christy and I both have Cosmos Inc. and they have a Facebook group, and I've seen a lot of help on there. So maybe if you tried the Cosmos Inc. Facebook group, you might find some answers there.
Yeah, Cosmos ink is actually the ink that I use in my Epson. I've got the EcoTank 15,000. Whenever I set mine up, I didn't have to pull a plug, pulled the clear plug.
Look at Denise. Hey, Denise.
I'm not I'm not familiar with the clear plug. If you Amy, if you want to send me an email whenever we get done, and we'll talk about it a little bit further. See if I can maybe help you troubleshoot it a little bit. Um, but you might have to end up purging the lines. There was some stuff that you had to do in order to basically tell it you were filling it with ink, and it would have to fill the lines and all that stuff. So it might be something. It's probably something like really super simple that you're missing. So shoot me an email. My email is in my bio. It's Christy Custom Creations at gmail.com. Not Christie's, but Christy Custom Creations at gmail.com. And I'll try to help you troubleshoot that. So, hey, Taurine from Norway. That's awesome. Thank you. And you're welcome, Amy. Shading of Heart also asks about increasing sales. Increasing sales is going to pretty much be right along the line with like building a customer base and everything. Um, get your products out there. If you're able to get into craft sales, get into craft sales. Or like not craft sales.
Fairs.
Craft fairs. Craft. Y'all, I just had surgery. Keep that in mind. Still a little bit medicated. Try to get into some craft shows, festivals. It's actually a great time of year for that because a lot of people have fall festivals and everything. So if you can get into some craft shows, put them out there. Like I said, do a cup giveaway if you're able to. And Amy says, "Love your cups, you're beautiful. They're your inspiration." Well, thank you. That's so sweet.
Glitter Custom says hi.
Hey, Glitter Customs and Glittering the Coast. Glittering
Hey,
the Coast with
Angela.
Angela. If y'all have not checked out Angela, Angela is with Glittering the Coast. She just started a channel. I helped her create her first ever YouTube video 2 weekends ago. We got it up, and she makes some really cute stuff. So, Glittering the Coast is her YouTube channel. Check her out and subscribe to her.
And she's a sweetheart.
And she's a sweetheart, and she does my hair. So
yeah,
I need my roots done again.
No, Amy, she does not have an Etsy.
Yeah, Amy, I don't have an Etsy.
She says, do you recommend Etsy?
So okay, we'll get to that in a second. So I don't have an Etsy, and I very rarely make custom orders because I stay very busy. I really try to focus on putting out good tutorials for y'all, for my subscribers. And then also I stay pretty busy with my glitter company, the KCC Glitter. My real job. My real job. I'm a cop, so I work a lot of hours doing that. And I have a 4-year-old, and he is my world, and he will run me absolutely ragged. So he keeps me busy, but between doing cups for a few people every now and then, I don't take custom orders. So no, that is why I do not have an Etsy. You also asked, do I recommend Etsy? I have never personally sold on Etsy. I know Etsy has some fees. I know that they can be a little. Go ahead. I see you want to talk.
No, well, I've just heard a lot of people say that, I'm in a lot of groups, and I just hear them say how much fees just eat them up, and they don't really make money because fees all the time.
Yeah, and I think Etsy is like really, really trying to push free shipping and stuff like that. And I see Molly Davis just sent a super chat. Thank you so much. That's so sweet.
What in the world is that?
Thank you so much.
Okay,
That's
Melinda
awesome.
asked you.
Melinda wants to know, do you also do sublimation tumblers? If so, what do you like better, epoxy or sublimation? Yes, I do sublimation tumblers sometimes. Sublimation tumblers are fun because they're so fast. Like you literally wrap it up, bake it, and you're done.
I don't do sublimation.
She doesn't do sublimation tumblers, but I enjoy doing them. As you really have to get your seam right. You really have to get your measurements spot on. You got to get that tape super tight, which obviously I can't can't do right now. But you have to get it taped really good, and or else you'll see the seam. And there is a lot of kind of trial and error with the sublimation tumblers, but like you can knock out a whole bunch of tumblers really, really quick by doing them. That being said, they're not very personable. Um, they're not glittery. They're not, now you can glitter them, but just a regular, just basic sublimation tumbler, you put an image on it and you bake it on it. And there are some really cool images out there. You can also epoxy a sublimation tumbler. I did that for a few tumblers last Christmas for my family because it was easy for Christmas presents. I sublimated them and then I threw a little bit of micro dust. I have a micro dust glitter with my glitter website, and I threw a little bit of glitter dust in there, and it gave the epoxy just a little bit of a sparkle, and so it kind of glittered a little bit. And I coated the sublimation tumblers in epoxy, and they turned out great, and they've held up like super awesome. So
Amy says it's.
Amy,
she's so glad you went live. It's nice to get to know you.
I'm not Etsy affiliated. Just asking. That's funny. Yeah. It's, and I really wish I really should go live more often. I just get I get nervous. I get really nervous. And you're welcome, Melinda. Cindy says, how do you have time for all that? And thank you for all you do in your job. Not enough credit for the blue. I really appreciate it, Cindy. So I'm nonstop all the time. I don't sit down. I don't take naps.
But I've been making her rest.
She has. She's been.
I've been telling her that I don't want to have to whoop her, but I'll sure give it a try.
She's so mean. She bosses me around. But no. I don't stop. I mean, I'm a single mom.
Doesn't.
I'm a single mom. I hustle my butt off for my little boy. You got to. Sometimes you got to do what you can do to survive and make a living and all that good stuff. So, but yeah, I really should go live on here more often. I enjoy getting to know my subscribers, and I don't get to do it enough. But is there any other questions anybody can think of? Y'all have had some really great questions, like the Etsy question and the sublimation question and all that. Those are really good questions. Okay, let's see. Hang on. How and when did I decide to get into the glitter business? And do I ever want to just swim in a pool of glitter?
Oh, that would be fun. That would be fun.
Hilarious.
But I don't know. It might go in some places you don't want it to go.
Okay, so to answer Cindy's question, Melinda's question, how and when did I decide to get into the glitter business? Okay, so I was doing my YouTube videos and I was promoting glitter for multiple different companies, and they were really benefiting off of it, which, hey, I love supporting other crafters. I mean, I'm going to go off on just a little bit of a tangent here, and then I'll get back to this question. I love supporting other crafters and small businesses because, like, for my designs that I buy on my cups, I link them. Most of them come from Etsy, and I link the creator of the designs in my YouTube videos, and I buy those designs. I buy them to turn around and use them on my cups to show y'all, because I like to support other crafters. I mean, yeah, I could sit down for an hour and make a design, or I can buy one and support another crafter who has worked hard on designs and then put their designs out there. So back to the glitter thing. I was promoting other glitter companies a lot and putting their glitters out here, and they were doing really well, like really, really well. One of my favorite, and they're still some of my favorite people. One of my favorite glitter companies to promote was BJ's Glitter, and a lot of my videos I talk about BJ's on there. The owners of BJ's Glitter, they're amazing. They've got amazing glitter. But I mean, the crafting world is big enough for everybody. So, however, I love glitter, and I had wanted to do glitter for a long time. I just didn't really know how to get into it. So I started really doing a lot of research, and I found some manufacturers, and I reached out to a bunch of different manufacturers. I got some samples. I found some good quality glitter, and then I just basically my garage is full of glitter. I have no garage. It's a glitter warehouse. So
Yep.
it has glitter has become my life. And
you
yes,
wanna know if you
I
wanna
would
swim in a pool.
I would love to swim in a pool of glitter.
Oh, that would be so
That
fun.
would be so messy, but you should see me in my house after we label the glitter and or just craft. I mean,
Or
it gets
and
everywhere.
then labeling it, and then the lid falls off, and half of the
Oh my
bottle
gosh.
goes all over the carpet.
So I had Susie helping me out because obviously I can't do anything right now. So I had her helping me out the other day, and I had a glitter restock come in, and we were labeling, or she was labeling glitter.
Yes.
And I picked up a bottle of glitter, and for some reason the lid wasn't on, and I literally dumped the whole thing on my carpet. And it was hot pink, and it did not want to come out on my carpet. I got it up, thankfully, but it was Mean Girls, which is one of the coolest and
It's really
prettiest,
super sparkly.
hot pink, super sparkly glitters ever. But yeah, I dumped it all over my carpet because the lid just wasn't on.
Cindy said she did the same thing. She put herself through nursing school while being a single mom.
Yeah, hey, you gotta hustle. You know, sometimes it's great to have a partner who can share bills with you, but sometimes when it's just you gotta hustle your butt off. So.
And Angela wants to know what's your favorite style of Tumblr
Glittering,
to make. I love the beach ones.
Glittering the coast. What's your favorite style of Tumblr? Angela, the beach ones are probably one of my favorites. I love the beach ones. I love putting the waves on the beach ones. I'm actually working on a new tutorial for another beach one. It's going to be similar.
Well, it's gonna be a
Similar.
while.
It's going to be a hot minute, but I've already started it. I just haven't been able to finish it.
She's got it painted.
I have it
Cup
painted.
yet.
I was using some pop of color paints for that one because whenever it gets cold outside and it's wintertime or it's raining, you can't get out there and spray paint. So I wanted to use pop of color and give that a try and see if it was a good alternative to during the winter months going outside and in the snow trying to spray paint. I don't have snow. Some of y'all do. I'm in Florida.
We get snow.
Having to go out in the rain or snow or bad weather and try to spray paint.
And my favorite Tumblr is peekaboos. I love peekaboos. I love doing peekaboos and swirls. I like doing swirls too.
Yeah, peekaboos are one of my big ones as well. I really do like doing peekaboos.
And Jenny, hi from Virginia. I watch your tutorials. Your cups are beautiful. Please be careful.
Apparently she can't talk either.
Please be careful out there on your job.
Thank you, Jenny. I really appreciate it.
And then, Amy wants to swim in a pool of glitter too.
Belinda says, sometimes I find glitter in places I did not expect in the shower. Oh my
Yep.
gosh.
Yep.
So whenever my little boy was in diapers, he's 4 now, so he's potty trained and all that. But whenever he was in diapers, like I'd take him to daycare and I'd be like, y'all look, I apologize. You're probably gonna find glitter somewhere. He'd go for a diaper change and he'd have specks of glitter in his rear end, not like in his rear end, you know what I mean, but in his diaper, and I'm like, how does it get there? So I mean, it's everywhere. When your twins were little, they had a glitter fight with a friend. They spent hours vacuuming it out of the carpet.
That's funny.
That is hilarious. That's so funny.
See, Cindy likes peekaboos too.
Hey, speaking of peekaboos, y'all want to see a sneak peek on one of my upcoming tutorials? It is a peekaboo. Let me go get it. I'll let Susie talk me out for a second. My leopard.
Her leopard. I don't know what she's talking about.
Yes, you do.
Oh, yes, I do.
Sure you do.
Oh, that one. Oh, it's pretty. It's really pretty.
Okay, so yes, I love peekaboos. And this is one of my, this will be a tutorial coming up soon. So I've used, I can't really use my fingers. But it's a leopard print. And it is so pretty and sparkly. So this is an upcoming tutorial. It's shaking around. Oh, okay, this is a good topic. Real quick. Care cards. So I had these made on Vistaprint, and it's a care card. So it has my, I know the flash is kind of bright on there. It's got, you know, Christy's Custom Creations, and it says check out my YouTube channel because I don't really take custom orders anymore, but I would like for people to go check out my YouTube channel. And then on the back side of it, it's a Tumblr care card, and it, sorry, I'm trying to get it to where y'all can see it. It's a Tumblr care card, and it says hand wash only, do not soak, don't put in the dishwasher, don't put in the microwave, avoid extreme heat, do not drop. Items are handmade and as such may have small imperfections. Please handle with care. I put these in every single one of my tumblers. And I do that because I want people to know where my work comes from. And all in one, I also want them to take care of what I worked so hard on. So
But the camera's not picking up all the sparkle. It's really,
yeah, the camera's not
super,
picking up the sparkle. I get shut.
super sparkly. No,
We'll
it's not.
It's still sparkly, but it is so sparkly and pretty. But
okay, Amy, I do not use acrylic paint instead of spray paint. I don't like the way it looks, but some people do.
so in a pinch, you can use acrylic paint. That's what basically like what the pop of color paint is. If you aren't able to go outside, you can use acrylic paint. It's just I don't feel like you get the same quality. It's good in a pinch. I would not use it if you're not going to put glitter over it. If you're going to glitter over it and basically hide it, that's a much better option. But
So Melinda, Cindy, and Jenny
um,
really liked your cup.
oh, thank you. Let's see. And Amy, real quick, I'm going to show you an example of acrylic paint versus spray paint. We did do a couple of acrylic paint because I was playing with the pop of color paint.
A pop of color though is kind of like chalk paint.
It's almost like a chalk paint.
Yeah,
but
pop of color is kind of like a chalk paint, so it's not really acrylic paint. Get that white one. That white one is that's spray paint. It's like chalk. It's kind of like chalk paint, and I personally, I'll only use spray paint. I mean, I don't care how cold it is outside. I'm still using spray paint. I just run out real quick, spray it, and then come back in.
So this is
I'm not gonna be able to see it.
Basically an acrylic paint on here, and I don't know if you can see it, but yes, it has a little bit of streaks. It has a little bit of imperfections. This is about
smooth, yeah.
It's not very smooth. It took me about 4 coats to get it a really good solid color. This right here is 1 coat of spray paint. It's nice and smooth, looks great. This is actually going to end up being a wood grain whiskey barrel tumbler, but it's 1 coat of spray paint. So that's pretty much the difference. All right, we had some other questions.
Yeah.
How do I keep my craft room warm?
How warm
Do I use a warmer? Melinda, so I've got a video in one of my earlier videos about a warmer that I made using a heater. It's a space heater and then a big like plastic tote that I cut, and I love using that. I usually keep my house between about between 71 and 73 degrees.
I keep my craft. I have a she shed, and I keep mine at 76 to
I'll
79.
grab one more thing.
So mine's a lot warmer. I keep it warmer than she does here. But she uses a more fast set epoxy, and I use just a regular set. So I keep mine warmer. So and let's see.
All right, so
Cindy wants to know.
Cindy wanted to know, do I sign the bottom or do I put a label on it? So, short answer is I should.
I don't.
I should, but I usually don't. I did recently get these in though. They're decals and they're from Critter Cup Customs. And this one, it's a white. It's got a white background to it, and it's got my logo and everything on it. And it's got a real, like, I don't know if you can see it, a real pretty, like, holographicness to it. And then this is a rose gold, and this is actually on clear. And they're designed to just put them, like, right on the bottom of your tumbler. So, and then you just epoxy right over them, so they're there forever. And so you can mark your creations with that if you want. I usually forget, and I don't always do it, but yes, I should, and you can. Some people prefer to do it, some people don't.
And then Amy says, I love it. I've started with pens and am hoping to get to cups very soon.
Amy, if you can do a pen, you can do a cup.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's just a bigger version.
It's literally a bigger version, and honestly, cups are a lot of times easier than the pens.
Yeah.
I mean, pens are easy, but you've got more working room, and it really is easier, in my opinion, to do a cup.
No, Kimberly, you didn't miss us. She said, hi there. I didn't miss you.
Justina, is that Justina? Oh no, J Meeks 78. Hello, how are you?
Hi.
Melinda, do you recommend torching over a heat gun? 100%.
Yes.
I torch. I do. The only time I use a heat gun is if I am moving epoxy. So if I'm doing a alcohol cup where I need my my alcohol to swirl in my epoxy, then I will use a heat gun. Or if I'm doing a beach tumbler where I need to push the waves and create, basically give it a wave look. You'll have to check out my beach tumbler tutorial if you haven't seen it yet. But that's when I will use a heat gun. The heat gun doesn't do much for popping bubbles. The torch will pop the fire out of bubbles. I mean, it's great for popping bubbles.
And I use a heat gun for like Milky Ways.
Yeah, you can use them for Milky Ways too.
Amy says, I promise I'm new, just asking.
I'm in California. I can always go outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lady Anderson.
And Amy, please don't hesitate to ask questions. Ask as many questions as you need to.
Why would my epoxy have dry spots? That's probably repelling, where you either don't have enough epoxy on there or there's some oil on there. But that's what it sounds like. I've used epoxy that's over a year old, and I've never had any problems.
Yeah,
with
Larry, are you referring to like once you put it on the cup, it creates spots? Is that kind of what you're referring to? Cindy says she doesn't sign or label the bottom either. The garage is about 110 during the summer. Goodness.
Oh no.
Mine gets really hot during the summer, but my garage is really nicely insulated. Cindy says cups are easier. Hey Debbie, how are you doing? Good question, Cindy. That was one of my next questions. Thank you for all your assistance. You are very welcome.
Oh, thank you. Linda says we're amazing.
Thanks.
And then Larry,
8T. I'm sorry, Larry. I don't understand. It says 8T.
I'm not sure what you mean, Larry. He was asking about the dry spots. So.
Okay, so Kimberly asked, what happened to my arm? All right, so.
Oh, and Jay Meek says, hope your arm is getting better.
Thank you.
I think it's getting better every day.
It's getting a lot better every day. So what happened to my arm? So in 2011, I was riding a 4-wheeler, and the 4-wheeler flipped over, basically. We'll leave it at that. It was. I mean, it was.
You weren't doing anything dumb.
No, I
were
wasn't
you?
doing anything dumb. We were riding in a creek bottom. I hit like an inch or two of water. I was with my family. Hit a couple inches of water, and the rear end of the four wheeler slid around, and it just like slow motion went over. And I went down on my arm, and it shattered my arm. So I broke my arm in 12 places. I broke my wrist in 3 places, and I broke my elbow in 9 places. Um, this is surgery number 4. So when I broke it, I shattered it. So I had a major surgery on that. And they Humpty Dumpty my arm back together. My surgeon is amazing. He put my arm back together. I had another surgery right after that just to adjust some of the metal. In 2014, they removed most of the metal, and then so now my ulnar nerve, my funny bone nerve, it usually sits like right here, is where your funny bone nerve is supposed to sit. Well, there's no room for it anymore, so it was free floating, and it got to where it was sitting right on top of this bone, and so it was like 100% exposed. I couldn't set my arm down on things certain ways. My arm would kind of lock up, and it was causing me a lot of pain. So my doctor last Thursday, he went in and he actually pulled my bicep up and moved my ulnar nerve, my funny bone nerve, underneath my bicep and reattached my bicep. So I've got. I really don't want to show y'all pull all this off, but you can probably see through. This
Yeah,
is
you
my
can see
staple
the sock.
line here
Okay.
through this sock that I've got covered up. But they took my surgery cast off this morning, and I tried to pass out on them. It was just, it's so gross. I see
It
it,
was
and I get
hilarious. It was hilarious.
when I look at it, I get like hot and like kind of lightheaded. My heart starts racing. I just get I get so sick. And there's staples in there. There's what did I count? Like 17 staples.
Yeah.
Ugh, it's so
It was
disgusting.
hilarious. I was laughing because
Mm.
she was about to pass out.
It was bad. They had to like give me water and make me lay down on this little bed because I've like all my color drained out of my face. All right. So, anyways, thanks for the speedy recovery. Okay. So Larry, they appear about 15 minutes after it's poured.
Yeah, it's repelling.
Yeah, it sounds like it's repelling, Larry. It could be multiple things. It could be
I don't know.
it could be you may not be using enough epoxy. You may have something in there that is causes an oil on your hands. It could be there's so many different
And
reasons. Too much
it
heat.
could be the epoxy.
Yeah, it could be the epoxy too. What brand of epoxy are you using, Larry? Let's see.
Cindy
no,
says
Swiftly.
speedy recovery.
Does my friend Melinda wants to know? Does my friend, I think you mean her, have a YouTube channel?
Do I have a channel? No.
No, she doesn't
No.
have a channel, but she
No.
does go live in our Facebook group fairly often. Anytime
Yes.
she's
Yes, I go live, and I also try to do a cup swap every 3 or 4 months because this one is way too busy to be able to keep up with it. So I do a cup swap, and everybody enjoys it. And some of the cups that these so-called amateurs put out are amazing. I can't believe it.
They are.
But the name of the Facebook group is
Tumblr. Tumblers, epoxy pens, and more by Christie's Custom Creations. And I do have it linked.
Tutorials by Christie's Custom
Uh-oh. I
Creations.
can't even think of the name of my own group. I have it linked in my description box and like all of my videos, but tumblers, epoxy pens, and more.
Tumblers, epoxy pens, and more hyphen tutorials by
Christie's Custom Creations. Oh, goodness.
Okay, Larry says he's using Amazing
Clear
Clear
Cast.
Cast. Well, that one, a lot of people have good luck with that. So it's not it's not a real cheap, epoxy. Could be that you're not using enough, or there's some oils. Yeah, see, Susan says oily fingers. So.
Also, okay, so Larry, for example, if I'm epoxying, if I have a 20-ounce tumbler and I'm putting epoxy on that 20-ounce tumbler. My rule of thumb for that tumbler is I use 20 milliliters of epoxy for that 20-ounce tumbler. If I have a 30-ounce tumbler, I use 30 milliliters of epoxy for it. So my epoxy I use is a 1-to-1 ratio. So I'll use for 20 ounce, I'll use 10 milliliters of part A, 10 milliliters of part B. So also, yeah, Cindy has a good suggestion. Also, if it's not being mixed enough, if it's not really thoroughly being mixed to the point where it's super clear, you don't have any haziness left in there. Just make sure it's getting mixed really good. Make sure you're using enough epoxy. Try not to handle your cup after eating potato chips or anything, just where your hands could be oily.
And then I also, after I wash my cup or whatever, or I have handled it, I handle my cup as much as I want, and then I take an automotive tack cloth and I wipe it down. That removes any lint, any stray glitter, any oils from your hands. It removes everything, and the epoxy goes on, and I don't have any of that stuff.
And Big Bear Bro says hello. Hey there, how are you doing? Bless you as well.
Thank you, Melinda.
Thanks,
She
Melinda.
says we're friendly and fun to watch.
We try. We try to act like we get along right now. We argue like we're sisters whenever we're not on camera. She's mean. She yells at me.
That's because she won't rest.
So, anyways, Amy says, or Kimberly says, Amy, are you in Arizona?
Oh, no, she's in California.
California, gotcha.
Where they used to land the space shuttle. Oh, cool. And I love Arizona.
I went to Arizona just a couple months ago.
I used to live in Arizona.
I saw cactus. Like, they have the biggest cactus ever in Arizona.
Saguaro cactus.
Yes.
That's the only place you will find saguaro cactus.
And I learned. I went there for a work trip. So this was like a cop training seminar group thing. I was there for a week. The most important thing that I learned is that it takes 50 years for a saguaro cactus to start growing an arm. Did you know that?
I'm from desert country, girl.
Well, it takes 50 years for a saguaro cactus to start growing an arm. So if you see a saguaro cactus that's just like straight, it's not yet 50 years old.
It's a baby.
It's a baby. So, but those are some really old cactus because they're huge. They had some huge ones. Those are so cool though. Cindy says 91% alcohol is her best friend. Yeah, I like 91% alcohol.
Yeah, I don't wipe my cups down with alcohol.
Yeah, no, I wipe them. I don't wipe them. I wipe them like before I spray paint and all that. I wipe them with acetone. But I love 91% alcohol for popping bubbles and molds. Like, so if I pour a mold with epoxy, I have a 91% alcohol in a spray bottle. And then if I get epoxy, like on my hands, which you should always wear gloves, but if I make a mess with epoxy, and I don't want to use acetone, 91% alcohol is really great for cleaning it up.
I use baby wipes.
Kimberly said you were in Tucson, right? Was I in Tucson?
No,
Tucson. Yes, I was in Tucson. Sorry, I had to think about it for a second.
I used to live in Sierra Vista,
Arizona. Yeah, we went on a like a desert tour. It was so cool. So part of our like whole week-long conference we were there, we got to go on a desert tour, and I held a spider and I held a snake. Spider, like that was a tarantula.
Now see, like the way you say you're used to all the water and the birds and the seagulls and the pelicans, it's just everyday thing to you. See, to me, desert and cactuses are everyday things.
Because that's okay.
Because that's what I grew up with.
Larry, that's probably your problem. So Larry says, I'm putting 10 to 15 ounces on a 30-ounce tumbler. You always have on gloves. Okay, so Larry...
I think he means 10 to 15 mLs.
mLs, yeah, I know, yes. I don't think you're using enough epoxy, Larry. So I would recommend using more epoxy. So if you're doing a 30-ounce tumbler, you need to use 30 milliliters. 25 to 30 milliliters. Yeah. I use 30 for a 30-ounce tumbler. So I think you're not using enough epoxy, and that's probably what your problem is.
Yepers.
Oh. So,
We're getting silly
We
now.
is that the amount for each layer? Yes, Melinda. For every layer I use the same amount. So, like I said, if it's a 15-ounce cup, I use 15 milliliters. If it's a 20-ounce cup, 20 milliliters, and I do that for every single coat of epoxy that I put on there.
Sierra Vista, yeah. I live in Queen Creek. I have no idea where that is. I kind of halfway know where Wilcox is, but oh gosh, it's probably been since I lived in Arizona. It's probably been 35 years or so. It's been a long time, 30 years at least, since I lived in Arizona.
Okay, so Larry wants to know how much do I charge for a 30-ounce cup? Okay, so
She charges different than I do because
Yeah.
where I live.
Yes. So for for a 30-ounce cup, I have a set price. So I don't charge any extra, um, depending on what all's done to it, unless it's just an absolutely crazy design. Most of the time, for a 30-ounce cup, I charge $55. That is my base price. So whether they want a decal on it or whatever, 30-ounce cup I charge 55. For a 20-ounce cup, I charge 45. For a 15-ounce cup, I charge 35. For a coffee mug, I usually charge 25 or 30. So that is pretty much like my base price. I really don't care what I do to it. It's easier than trying to just come up with, oh, well, you want this done. Okay, so I'm going to add this to it. 30-ounce cup, 55. 40-ounce cup, 45.
And I charge for a 30 ounce, I charge 45. And for a 30 ounce 45, 20 ounce 35, and coffee cup 25. I don't do anything under 25.
Yeah, a lot of times it depends on the area.
Yeah,
that you're
I live in Arkansas, and people are real cheap there. I mean, there's no way I could get 55 for a cup.
Yeah, it depends on where you are. It also sometimes it kind of depends on the reputation that you build for for yourself as a cup maker too. If people know they're going to get really good quality from you, they're willing to pay a little bit more for a great quality cup rather than one that's got lumps and bumps and major issues with it. There's something I was going to say too. I forgot what it was.
Oops.
Same pricing. Cindy says same pricing. She
Yeah,
charges
you-
30,
yeah, you-
30 or 45 for a 30 ounce as
Yeah.
well.
Well, I didn't. I went up. I used to only charge 40.
Oh, I remember what I was going to say. Okay, so people are like, oh my goodness, $50 for a cup. Okay, well think about this. You go get your nails done, and you get them done all fancy. Those last. Show them your little fancy nails. You go get your fancy nails
My
done.
fancy nails.
And you paid how much to get your fancy nails
I
done?
paid 75.
$75 to get her nails done, and they're gonna last 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So you make an epoxy cup and you put a lot of work into it. I mean, we put a lot of work and effort into these cups.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, that's a cup that's gonna last a really long time. As long as you don't drop it and you take care of it, it will literally last you.
It's gonna last longer than my nails.
A long time, certainly longer than a $75 nail job. So, okay, total honesty here, folks. What cup do you just cringe? Milky Way is mine.
Really? I love Milky Ways. Actually, I got one going for her right now.
Yeah, she's making a Milky Way. I've got a
Yeah.
craft fair going
Yeah.
at work, and I'm actually gonna put some in here. Wow, I need to up my price. I'm selling my 30-ounce tumblers for $30.
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
Larry,
you do.
definitely.
You definitely do.
Your materials obviously are worth money, but your
Mhm.
time is worth money too. Because
That's way
you
too
put a
cheap.
lot of time and effort into these. You definitely need to. I mean, your time is money.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, cringe. Mine are. It doesn't matter what style it is, but if it has one of them stinking handle ones. Oh, like Where's my cup?
She hates a
Here,
handle.
hold it.
She
Let me
is.
see.
She gets
Where is
ridiculous.
it?
She hates
Oh.
a handle.
Oh, it's over on
I'm
the
trying to
table.
think of what my like cringe cup would be.
I hate because I can't get the bottoms even.
I don't. She gripes and gripes and gripes about a handled cup.
I hate these. It don't matter what style. This one here. These handle ones. I hate them because I can never get the bottoms even. They always have a lump in them. This one, if you put it on the table, it wobbles just ever so slightly. But I hate handles.
And you're very welcome, Larry. Cindy says she cringes at alcohol inks. I'm trying to think of what cups I hate doing.
Really? I like alcohol inks.
I don't know. I don't know. Give me a minute to think on that one.
Handles, yes. Handles are hard.
Watched your wood grain tutorial and it was beautiful. Thank you, Melinda. Yeah, wood grains are one of sorry, I gotta adjust here. Wood grains are one of my favorite ones to make. I really enjoy doing
Yeah,
wood grains.
are easy. Yeah,
Um,
that's probably one of the easiest ones.
Yeah, they're so easy. And I pre-recorded. I've got one that'll be coming out here at some point. I pre-recorded before this a peekaboo wood grain. So I did a really light colored wood grain and I epoxied it and then I painted and I put vinyl on and I painted it white and then I wood grained in a darker wood grain and then I pulled the vinyl so it almost looks like it was for a wedding gift. So it looks like somebody's it's a heart with the names almost like engraved into a tree. So it's just a peekaboo wood grain. That'll be coming up soon. But wood grains are definitely one of my favorites. That I like the beach ones. What is one that I cringe about? I guess.
How did we make out from the hurricane?
Ooh, hang on.
Oh, hang on.
Geodes. The geode looking tumblers. Those that's my cringe. Okay.
Why are they your cringe, Chrissy?
Do you really want me to answer that?
Because they look like a female.
The geode tumblers
It looks like a female anatomy, part of a
look
female
like a
anatomy.
part of the female anatomy. I can't stand them. I mean, they're pretty and all, but like I look at them and I can't unsee that. So that's my cringe cut.
The hurricane, we got some wind. That was it. We didn't even
No
rain.
get. We
Nothing.
got no clouds. We had the most beautiful blue skies ever. We had some great weather for the hurricane. We're up in I'm up in the northwestern panhandle of Florida. Like any further pretty much in Alabama. So it went down, it hit down more in like central area, so we didn't get any bad weather.
I can't see nothing because
Golly, I cannot stand those geodes.
Amy says, look up Joshua trees. They only grow where I live in Egypt. Oh, that's cool.
Oh yeah. Larry says
He hates those handles.
handles. He's working on 2 of them now.
The key, Larry, is to do thin coats. But like if you're doing a 20 ounce, here we just got to tell you. Okay, if you're doing a 20 ounce, then only put on like 18 mLs if you can. No, less than that even really. About 15 mLs and per layer. Look, my eyes are watering.
Kimberly said geode looks like an unmentionable.
yes, they do. But Larry, just do just only put 15 mLs per layer, and do your best to try and get that sucker even on the bottom. I hate them things.
Melinda said she's not gonna be think about that when she sees a geode cut now.
I'm from Louisiana and we got hit hard last year. Oh yes, you did. Where you at, Mona? Because I know you got hit from Ida. My husband, he works offshore, and the office is in Cutoff. I know, I know where she's going, and I gotta go next. His office is in Cutoff, Louisiana, or Galliano, and he was down there. We were down there earlier this month, and because he had to go to a class, and it was still tore up down there. Yes, Can't believe they do look like an unmentionable. I can't hardly read these because my eyes are watering so bad because I was laughing so hard. Um, no, I will not be able to. No, that's right. That's right, Melinda. You won't. Yes, I am crying because I'm laughing so hard. Oh, you're on the West Bank. We lived in Boutique, which is 20 miles west of New Orleans, and we evacuated from Katrina to Arkansas, and then the property's real cheap. I mean, like our property taxes is $192. Actually, it went down. I think it's less than $192 a year for our property, personal, our real estate property. Your family is from there. I don't have too much problem with the bottoms. Really?
No problem with the handle.
Really?
I don't have a problem with handle cups though. Like I love making those.
These are flat handles. They're not rounded. The rounded handles are no problem at all. Okay, Larry, if you don't have any problems with the bottom, you are doing something right. So what I do with these handles is before I turn it on, I have the handle sticking straight up, and I just put a thin layer on it and make sure it's all underneath there and all the way around and everything. And then I'll turn it on and then do the rest, put the epoxy on the rest of them. But if you do just a thin, oh, your family's from Homa. Okay, cool. Just do a thin layer on the handles, and then turn it on, and then epoxy the rest of it. And but man, I have terrible time with the bottoms. So she does sublimation, Mona.
Yeah, Mona.
My turn.
Yes,
we just got done drinking coffee.
We did. We had to have some coffee. I was like, I need to pick me up. It's been a long day. My doctor's appointment was at 9:15 this morning in Pensacola, which is about an hour from where I live, and so it was just a long day with getting all the bandages off and everything. But yes, I do sublimation tumblers. I really enjoy doing sublimation tumblers. You have to get them wrapped right. Like the seam is the biggest part. You got to get it measured out just right, and you have to get that seam super tight, or else you will see that seam line. I had a problem for a while with getting my timing right. So basically, I was over baking a little bit, and if you use an oven, you definitely want to put its own little thermostat in there. So I've got like a little oven thermostat that I bought on Amazon, and I keep it inside of my convection oven that I use for sublimation. I keep it in there because I trust that more than I do the little thermostat on the convection oven. But yeah, I do like doing sublimation tumblers. They're just not as personalized. They're not all pretty and glittery. But there are some super cool designs out there on Etsy. And that's where all my designs that I put on sublimation tumblers, I get on Etsy. I love supporting other crafters, and so I get them on Etsy. Mona wants to know where the best place to buy tumblers is. So there's quite a few places out there. I buy from Makerflow. I really like Makerflow. They have super cute boxes. They've got like these she'll grab a box real quick. They have holographic like a holographic silver box with an open window on the front. If it's got one in it, that's fine. You can show it. Is that the one that's the epoxy sublimation one?
Yeah.
Yeah, will you bring that? I'll show it to her. So this one here, this is a sublimation tumbler we did last Christmas, and don't judge me on the seam. I was having a hard time. With the seam on this one, and we both made one. And
No, she made 2. One. For
I said we made one for each of us, I should say.
No,
And
she made one.
I made one for each of us. And see what I mean? She's so bossy. And I actually glittered. Will you hold the phone? So I put some micro dust glitter in the epoxy and I epoxied over this one. So this is a Sublimation tumbler, but I did epoxy over it. So,
Do you do tutorials on sublimation?
Melinda, I have done it.
Show her the. Sorry,
Oh.
we weren't done. Sorry, Mona.
This is Mona. This is the box that the Maker Flow sends their cups in. So they're really cute, and they come
with straws and
They
care
come with
cards.
straws and care cards in there and everything, and I love how you can see the design through the cup, or I mean through the box. So you're not trying to. I can't get that closed one-handed. So, next, Melinda, do you have tutorials on sublimation? So I have a tutorial out on doing a sublimation shirt. So we made a bunch of these shirts last summer when Susie was down here in Florida, and I have a tutorial on how I did that. I have not done any cup sublimation tutorials. I would really, really like to get a tumbler press at some point. Those are really expensive. So, single mom life here. I would like to get a tumbler press at some point so that I could sub some tumblers that way and try that out rather than in the toaster, in the convection oven that I have. But
Kimberly.
so no, I don't have any tutorials on them yet. Kimberly, I have a sub printer for 3 months and I stare at it and it scares me to do it. Don't be scared of it, and don't even listen to her because
Look,
she has one sitting on her table that she hasn't even opened.
No, I was using my other one, but I had the sawgrass, and I researched everything because I was going to get an Epsom, and I looked and I said, well, sawgrass is actually made for it. It self-cleans itself and all that stuff. And so I checked to see how much the ink was, and it said $77. And I said, oh, that's not bad for sublimation ink. No, it was $77 each, and there's 4 colors. So it was over $300 to replace the ink. So it sits there.
Yeah, and I use Cosmos ink in mine. I've got the Epson EcoTank 15,000, and I use the Cosmos ink in mine. And the Cosmos ink for all 4 colors, the black, the cyan, the magenta, and the yellow, it's like $45 for the pack. That's got
for
all 4 colors in it.
Yeah, so I bought another Epson and the ink, and it was less than what it was going to cost me to replace the ink in my sawgrass.
Larry wants to know if you can do a sublimation in a toaster oven. Yes, but it has to be a convection.
Yes.
So the one I have, it's a Hamilton Beach toaster oven convection oven. So, but it has to be convection style. I like the Hamilton Beach one because it's big and I can actually stand the tumblers up in there and turn them this way instead of having to bake them for a little while and then rotate them on the racks in there. So that's why I got the big Hamilton Beach one.
Okay, and Mona says she just purchased the Epson
EcoTank 15.
15,000.
1,500 or 15,000?
Probably 15,000. She probably just left.
Yeah, I love my EcoTank.
Yeah, that's what she's got.
And I have 2 EcoTanks actually. I have an EcoTank that I do my sublimation on, and then I have an EcoTank like 2750 or something like that, and I use that to literally print everything. Except my water slides. I do my water slides. I have a ridiculous amount of printers. I do my water slides on my HP printer, but all of my invoices for my glitter orders and stuff like that, I print all of that on my EcoTank. And y'all, those EcoTanks hold ink forever. I mean, you can print. I've had the EcoTank for my glitter company for a year and a half now, and I still haven't had to refill the ink at all.
Amy just caught up with us.
Got behind my daughter, called. Oh my gosh.
I guess Melinda's probably talking about the shirts.
The shirt video. Yeah, we had a good time doing that one. We had a few bloopers there at the end and everything. My neighbors were not cooperating. My neighbors during that video, because we were bleaching the shirts outside, and there's an airplane that decided to fly over.
Yeah.
And then my neighbors had a porch being built, and it's like every time I went to talk, it'd be like, "Brrr," there'd be a saw where they're cutting wood.
Oh, that's right. You put the bloopers on there. Okay, I'm leaving it alone.
Yeah. Yeah, I put the bloopers on there because she kept yelling at me for over bleaching the shirts.
I said,
Which
leave it alone.
we
Stop,
have bleached
stop.
them before.
Okay, yeah, Mona likes she likes the cup and she likes the box.
Yeah.
Okay,
Larry
I
says
don't
you don't
have
have the
that
printer
anymore.
anyway.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Sublimation's fun. It's a little pricey to get into.
Yeah.
But
I bought my printer and my ink for under $300. So I don't know, but I have the small one. She's got the big one, the 13 by 19, and I've got mine is just the 8.5 by 11.
Hey, Kevin. All right, Kevin.
There's Kevin.
There's Kevin.
We answered your questions earlier, Kevin, or she did.
So Kevin, yeah, earlier you'll have to go back and watch the video. We did at the very beginning of the video. I went over the questions that you had asked in my last video where you commented a few questions. I answered those on there for you. So I'll save the video so everybody can go back and watch it. But I did answer your question.
I want to try that, the direct DTF. I want to try that, but I've looked at the price of the paper and stuff, but I haven't gotten around to doing it.
No worries, Kevin. I'm just glad you were able to jump in. So, yeah. So we've been talking for a while. I can't believe y'all put up with us this long. You live near my youngest daughter and my son. Oh, there's Shalimar. That's cool. So Shalimar, I grew up in Shalimar. Shalimar is home to me. Like I went to Shalimar Elementary and Meg's, which are in Shalimar. Like Shalimar is my hometown.
My hometown is desert country. I'm from El Paso, Texas.
Yeah. So Kevin, yeah, we've done some sublimation cups. I don't have any tutorials on sublimation cups. We were actually just talking about it just a little bit ago, and about how they're easy to do once you get the hang of them and you work through the little bugs and you kind of get your temperatures and your timing right and all that stuff. And then how you can down here
Yeah, she does sublimation.
she doesn't sub any cups. I will every now and then, but if I do it, I'm going to do a bunch all at one time. But like I subbed this cup here, and I actually put some micro dust glitter in there, and then I put a coat of epoxy over it because I wanted to give it just a little bit of a shimmer. So yeah, so I enjoy doing them, but if I'm going to do them, like I don't want to do a sub cup and do just one. So if I'm going to do them, I'm really gonna do a bunch all at one time. Make it worth my while.
Should we do a sneak peek of what you're going to put on your website?
Sure, if you want to. Want to go do one?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do a little bit of a sneak peek since we got y'all and y'all are still hanging in here with us. So we got some products, and Larry says, I love to do the wood grain. They sell good for me. I'm in the hill country in Texas. Yeah, Larry, wood grains really are one of my favorites, and they sell great. They sell great for men. Like men love the wood grain cups. They really do. And I don't post it on YouTube or anything because of copyright issues, but like Jack Daniels and Crown, all those designs go really good on the wood grain cups. Kevin said you design your own on Canva, but you can't get it to print outright. So I don't use Canva. I literally just print out of the Silhouette program. And if you don't have the Silhouette program, it's free to download. You can download it through, you can design it on Canva and then upload it into the Silhouette program and print it from there. I don't have any problems printing out of the Silhouette program, and like I said, it's free to download. So it might be something to give a
That's
shot.
what I use too.
Okay, so Reference
Da, da,
sublimation.
da.
Da, da, da. We got these shirts, and for my KCC glitter website, I'm going to carry some shirts. It's kind of a test run, but they're the cutest things ever. Bum, bum, bum.
Check that out. And look at
So
the
they're
back.
so cute.
And look at the back.
And they're already decorated, and they've got the big white spot in the middle. So basically, all you got to do is sublimate your design right there into the middle. And they're like a
It's
real-
100% polyester.
It's
100,
a polyester shirt.
It's 100% polyester. They're so cute.
But they're almost like, they almost kind of feel like a dry fit material. So they're really,
They're super soft.
really, really soft. So,
That's,
but we've got some really cute ones. We ordered
a bunch.
a bunch. I'll put Susie to work because I
Yes.
can't do much right now.
Oh my gosh, she's
I'm
working
learning
my
it.
tail off.
So
I get up between 6 and 6:30. She has me. Man, the phone's over there. She has me working all day long.
Melinda says, so stinking cute.
Look at this one. This is my favorite.
Yeah,
Look at this
so cute.
one.
Yeah, turn
And
it
look at the
around.
back.
Did
And
you
look at the back.
grab the buffalo plaid one by chance?
Oh no,
They're so cute though.
these
But,
are adorable.
Mona says, oh my gosh, she loves it. Molly says, beautiful shirt.
They're so soft.
Mona's asked if they're going to be on the KCC website. Yes, Mona. We got to get them uploaded to the KCC website, and I'm going to do a tutorial
That's another really pretty one.
showing a heat press that I got. And that's when we will announce that they will be on the KCC website. They're not on just yet, but keep an eye out for the tutorial for the heat press, because when that tutorial for the heat press goes live, that is when the shirts are going to go live on my website.
Do you want me to get the red one?
Yeah, if you want to. Y'all, I'm obsessed with buffalo plaid.
He's got like 22 different
Obsessed with
designs.
buffalo plaid. And I think we're going to carry, I think the website, we've got 12 different styles that we're going to carry on there. Larry says, I do a double layer, a light color, and put a sticker on and do a darker color. Yeah, Larry, that's what I was talking about earlier whenever I was saying that I've got a oh, my arm's killing me. Let me adjust. Whenever I said I was doing like a peekaboo wood grain tutorial, that I've already recorded it and everything. I gotta edit it and do my voiceover and all that. So
I don't have the red one, I just have the pink one.
Oh, okay. But it's basically the same thing. It's like a wood grain peekaboo, and it turned out so cute. So cute.
This is the pink.
So this is a pink buffalo plaid.
I didn't get the red one.
Okay, she didn't get the red, but we will have the red on the website. We'll have the pink buffalo plaid
This is the pink
on the
one.
website, and
Oh, it's so cute.
pink and red. Look how cute that is. So I'm so excited to get them on the website. But
Yeah, I didn't get the red one.
yeah.
These ones are mine. That's why
Yeah, she got some.
that's why I pulled them out the bag, because we didn't want to pull hers out
Yeah.
and then have to stuff them back.
We placed like a really big order, and Susie ordered some out of that. So, yeah, but yeah, they'll be on the website, and I'll announce it on the heat press tutorial that I do. That'll be coming out soon.
Yeah, see, Larry, he does it the way I do it. That's the way I do it.
Double layer, light color, put a sticker on, and do a darker color. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way I do it.
Yep. So we're really excited about their shirts coming out. I think we're probably gonna have them on the website. I'm thinking for $12 each is kind of the thought right now. But if you haven't been to the KCC Glitter website, all orders are free shipping over $50. So I've seen a lot of times where people will place like a $48 order, and it's like, and then they've got the $5 shipping. It's like, if you would have added like one more glitter, you pretty much would have gotten one more glitter for free. It costs me a little bit more because then I pay for the shipping. It's free shipping if it's over 50, but yeah, if you order over $50, it's free shipping. So so excited, so pretty. Yeah, Melinda, we're really excited.
They are really pretty.
And they're almost like, they're not like a hot, these shirts, these are a little thick. Those are almost like a dry fit material, so they're real.
Yeah, they pretty much are because they're
It's-
100% polyester.
Yeah, they're pretty dry fit. Kevin said, "I hope you're healing." Yeah, Kevin, I'm healing up. I was talking about it earlier. You can kind of see. You can see the staples. I've still got staples in here. This scar is a lot bigger than I thought it was gonna be. And I pretty much can't really use my arm still. But they took the big surgery cast off that I had on, and they put this on me today. But I made them give me the sock thing because I can't stand to look at the staples.
She about passed out.
I try to pass out when I look at the staples.
That was hilarious.
It's bad. It creeps me out. I can't stand the staples sticking out of my skin.
See, it don't bother me.
Yeah, and she's laughing at me the whole time, calling me a wuss while I'm like trying to pass out. They made me lay down and drink water and all that. Need to try and sell blank merch besides the shirt. Oh wait, need to try.
Or would it be
besides
too
the
hard?
shirts, or would it be too hard? That takes a lot of room.
Yeah.
to carry a bunch of blank merchandise. My garage, because like I said earlier, my glitter company is like literally in my garage. My garage is nothing but glitter, and
it's hard to move around in there.
it's full. It's so full. So
she does, Melinda. She elevates it, and then she's got this machine over here. It's like an ice machine. Put ice and water, and then she puts it around her arm, and then it circulates cold water through the thing and cools it down.
Yeah, it's. I usually have it elevated, but I mean, we've been talking for over an hour, so I've had it down like this. So it is a little.
It's usually up.
But
She usually has it up.
yeah, I usually got it up. Cool shirt.
All right, Kimberly.
Thanks for hanging out with us, Kimberly. Yeah. Kevin said I need to order some glitter. Yeah, Kevin, check it out.
Yeah, and she's got 15 new colors.
Yeah, we're about to release 15 new glitter colors.
They're ready. They're all labeled and ready.
Got some.
She just during the day, like in the morning, she's raring to go. But then in the evening, I'm surprised she's still upright at this time because
I'm highly caffeinated right now.
Because she gives out in the evening. So,
yeah.
But
yeah, the surgery definitely wore me out for sure. Larry said, "Thanks for the help. Just to let you know, I try to watch all your videos. I really appreciate it. Thank you." And if y'all watched my last video about the pumpkin and the peekaboo video, I apologize. So the doctor put me on some really good pain meds and then some other meds to like keep me down because he knows my surgeon knows me well. He knows I don't chill out and I just don't like to chill out. So he put me on some meds to basically make me sleep. And I had just right before I recorded my voiceover, I had just taken that medicine and I was trying to beat the meds kicking in while I was doing my voiceover. So as like the tutorial goes on, you can, if you really pay attention, you can tell I was on goofy. I got a little goofy. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and apologize for that one, but it wasn't terrible. I just said some goofy things.
Yes, Melinda, you can do tack it for non-holographic glitter. It just looks best with the holographic, but like an opal one. Like a fine opal, if you do a tack it, that looks really cool.
It does. Opal looks awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Larry said, "I know how you feel. I had surgery on my hand 3 weeks ago." Oh yeah, Ooh. For sure. Am I gonna have to do therapy after? Yes. Thanks. No, Mona. Yes, I'm gonna have to do therapy. They talked about that today. I guess I'm gonna be hearing from the therapy place. They said that they'll call me and
probably tomorrow.
I'll probably hear from them tomorrow or something to start setting up my therapy because they want me starting to bend my arm. They don't want my elbow to lock up because I've had so many surgeries and so much damage done in my elbow since 2011 that my elbow, for keeping it like this for a week straight, it's already like I'm already very limited range of motion. So they'll start like really, really working on it to get my full range of motion back. So think that's about it. I can't believe some of y'all have hung with us this long.
Yeah.
We've been
How
all
long
chatty
is it?
Cathy tonight.
An hour and
Hour and 19 minutes.
almost an hour and a half.
So, but we got Anonymous. Hey, Anonymous, what's up? Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks.
Well, Larry, hopefully your hand heals up quickly, and hopefully it doesn't give you any issues. But
Yeah. Well,
I guess we're gonna jump off of here. If y'all haven't, check out the Facebook group if you have Facebook. I know not everybody has Facebook, but check out our Facebook group. Like I said, Susie goes in there a lot.
well, thank you, Melinda. She says it's been so
It
fun.
has been
like
fun,
hanging with
Melinda.
friends.
Anonymous, we're in Florida, so we are here in Florida. But yeah, just don't have a Facebook. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't.
Yeah.
But if you don't have a Facebook, if you do, check out the Facebook group. It's in the bio. It's in my bio. It's linked under all my tutorials and everything. And you can just click on that. It's Tumblers, Epoxy Pens, and more tutorials by Christie's Custom Creations. Got it right that time. And
I'm teaching her good.
So, but yeah, check that out and join the group. We have a lot of fun in the group, and we do some
thanks,
lives
Kevin.
and stuff like that. So,
He really likes our Facebook.
thank you, Kevin. Oh, cool. My sister had a knee replacement and didn't do therapy and it locked up. Oh no, they had to go in there and manipulate it, probably, huh?
I've had 3 knee replacements on the same knee because the first doctor screwed it up, and yeah, you have to do therapy. You have to on that thing, and because my first doctor screwed it up so bad, I go a little about 95. I have like between 95 and 100.
I want to sit down.
Yeah, I have between 95 and 100 degree bend, and that's it. But he told me I'd be lucky if I got 90. So because it's so bad, and it hurts all the time. But it is what it is, and I deal with it.
Yeah.
Yep. Not all doctors are good. Yeah. Now he's in a different town in Arkansas, screwing up everybody else's knees. But anyways.
Not to get off on a tangent or anything.
Yeah. Well, every time I think about it, it makes my blood boil. I'm so bad about that. And Arkansas is one of those states where you only have 2 years to file a lawsuit against a doctor for medical malpractice. 2 years. That's it. I saw 4 doctors, and finally the 4th one was at 2 years and 2 months, and he took one look at the x-ray and said, well, that ain't right. Well, all the other 3 doctors said there's nothing wrong with it. So yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Absolutely. Well, Larry, you have a good night too. We're gonna call it quits as well. It's past my bedtime.
Yeah, past
So
mine too.
I'm starting to turn into a pumpkin.
Yeah, she was tired before we went on. She says, I'm fading.
It's like I'm feeding. She's like, drink coffee.
Yeah.
So, all right, y'all have a good night. And thanks for hanging in there with us. If y'all have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask. If we get a chance, we may try to jump on live again. And thank you so much, Molly, for the super chat that you sent. That is very, very much appreciated. It definitely helps with the channel and helps me put out more tutorials and stuff like that. So
thanks, Mona.
thank you so much, Christy. Good luck with everything. It was nice chatting with the 2 of you. Good night. Have a good night. We'll see y'all later. Take care.
Yeah, you can figure out.
Now I gotta figure out how to end this live.